Hi there, Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces. Today I want to introduce you to the Dimplex DF-PRO series of plug-in inserts. I'm going to start with the DF28L-PRO, which is beside me. So the 28-inch series in this line is more of an upright, traditional shape. It comes with logs with the L designation, or it comes with a driftwood and crystal package, or DWC in the name. So DF28DWC would be the driftwood and crystal package, or DF28L would be the logs, and that's what you see here. Typical of the logs in a Dimplex or most inserts these days, those logs are lit up from within, so they look like they're glowing when the fire is on. The flames here are going to be a natural color, so flame color is not going to change. It is meant to look like a traditional fire. It is meant to look as natural as possible, and so the flame color here will not change. There are some lights underneath in the ember bed that can be changed, so that is something that we can play with, and also the speed of the flames on this unit can be changed. The remote looks like this, so one of the smaller remotes that's available these days. We can change the temperature, so we have a built-in thermostat here. We also have a brightness setting and a timer, and the timer is a really great feature that's happening more and more on electric fireplaces. It allows you to set a preset shut off, so if you've got somebody who's going to forget to turn it off, or maybe you're putting this in a bedroom and you know you're going to fall asleep, you don't want the fire running all night, you can set the timer and it will turn itself off. Now keep in mind the heaters will never just keep running unless you've set it to a really high temperature and the room is really cold. With the thermostat, you set the temperature on the unit, and when it gets to that temperature, the heater's going to turn itself off. So you don't have to worry about that running all the time, but let's say you just don't want the thing running all night and you know somebody's going to forget to turn it off. You can use the timer to control that. So let me show you some of the light features on the DF28L, and then we'll switch over to the driftwood and the other size. So I mentioned flame speed. I'm going to just step out of the picture so you can focus on the flames. And you'll notice there's a display at the top that shows the settings that I'm changing. That will go off when I finish changing the settings, but it shows up temporarily. The light features on the log unit are a little bit harder to see, but there you see the red and the blue. So there are 3 settings there, and then when we get to 0, the flame and the underneath lights go off. And then you have brightness. So there are 3 brightness settings. So brightness 3, 1, 2, 3, and the logs and the flames. So that's it. Those are the settings that we can change: flame brightness, flame speed, and a bit of color underneath the logs, and of course the temperature setting. And then you always have backup manual controls somewhere on the unit. In this case, it's a touchpad right up here. That's where the indicator lights were lighting up, but this is also your backup in case this little remote gets lost or the battery dies. So this is the DF28L-PRO from Dimplex. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit. And here we have the DF26DWC. So what you'll notice about the DF26 is it's a little lower profile. So now we're with a little bit more of a rectangular, stretched out profile, similar to the PF2325 that also comes from Dimplex. Same dimensions, just under 19 inches tall, so a little bit more of a stretched out profile on this unit. Same flame controls, but what you'll notice is when I change the color underneath the ember bed, you're going to see that a little bit more with the driftwood and stones, which is what we have in. This unit will also come with crystals, so you get the driftwood, the pebbles, and the crystals, the clear crystals, so you can choose which to put in this unit. The logs, you would order DF26L to get the fixed logs that I showed you on the 28-inch model, or you would order the DWC to get driftwood and crystal package in either size. So I'll show you how the colors can change on this one and how much more you can see that color. So basically there's green, no color, a little bit of light, red, blue, pink, green, or off. I like it with a little bit of light under there. I think it really enhances the flames on this one. And then you can control the speed, so slow them down or speed them up. And control the brightness. There we go. The other thing that you'll notice about the DF Pro series is we don't have the reflective backing here. We have a matte backing on this one, not as reflective as what you are going to expect on most Dimplex inserts these days. And I think that is a bonus in situations where you've got perhaps a lot of light, or maybe it's just in a position where the reflections in that backdrop might really be distracting. And so having a little bit more of a matte backdrop is going to be something that, if that's something that appeals to you, the DF Pro series is the unit that has that. The flame on these is referred to as the XHD flame, multi-fire XHD. There are a lot of confusing terms sometimes with the Dimplex various flames. Each series has its own flame. This is known as the XHD series. So if you're seeing that description, it's referring to the flame that you see in here, which is different from, say, the PF series or some of the other DF fireboxes. So again, it's a Dimplex insert, DF28L-PRO, DF28DWC-PRO, DF26L-PRO is the smaller unit, and DF26DWC, which is the unit I have here. You'll find that at stylishfireplaces.ca under Dimplex, or if you want to shop by style, you would go into Fireboxes and Inserts.